Let me tell you a story of cleverness, kindness, and the magic of riddles. It is the tale of Uche, the tortoise, who became known far and wide as the master of riddles. Long ago, in a land where red earth kissed green hills, where rivers sang songs to the wind, and fireflies lit up the night like stars that had come down to dance, there lived Uche. Small in size, but really grand in his thoughts. You see, Uche loved three things: thinking with a quiet mind and curious eyes, traveling from village to village away with a tale, and asking riddles, the kind that made even kings pause to think. One gentle morning, as dew sparkled on yam leaves, a royal messenger arrived under the tall palm trees. He opened a scroll with a trumpet of words. The four great regions of our land seek one who can unite minds. Whoever solves a riddle from the east, north, west, and south will be crowned the Grand Riddle Master. Uchechi's eyes twinkled. This shell must be small, he said, but my mind stretches far beyond. So he packed his calabash, his riddle scroll, and some kola nuts from his grandmother. With a deep breath, he set off, step by step, step by step, more thoughtful steps, through forests, deserts, rivers, and plains. In a warm, humming village where red soil hugged bare feet, Uche arrived beneath a silk cotton tree, way older than memory. There sat a lady, Noma, a wise lady wrapped in beautiful coral beads, her eyes knowing her voice like evening rain. My dear, she smiled, if you answer this tree shall let you pass. I have a head and a tail, but no body. What am I? Uche sat in silence. He bent and listened to the rustling leaves. He tapped his shell once, twice, then a third time, and then smiled. A coin? Noma clapped her hands. Correct. But remember, true wisdom is quiet like this tree. She gave him a string of cowries and a prayer whispered with care. Days later, the land grew sandy and bright. The sun painted long shadows over flat roofs and golden dunes. In a market town that smelled of cloves and kola, Uche met Malambello. Malam was met stirring spicy tuwo beside his camel, his eyes really kind and calm. "Tortoise of riddles," he said, "here is one for you. It belongs to you, but others use it more than you do. What is it?" Uche tilted his head from left to right and then forward. He watched a boy call his friend. He thought of his grandmother saying his name every morning, and he answered, "My name?" Oh, Malam Bello chuckled. "Indeed, a name follows you like the wind, always near even when silent." So he gave Uche a leather satchel filled with dates and a cool gourd of zobo to sip on the road. And he went on in his journey. Next, Uche entered a green forest where tall iroko trees stretched towards the sky and birds sang harmonies that only the wind could translate. There he met Adoni, a beautiful lady with eyes like moonlight. She stepped lightly, her voice soft like a drum's first beat. "You who journey with questions," she said, "how about you try this one? What breaks but never falls? And what falls but never breaks?" Uche closed his eyes yet again. He thought of morning lights spilling over leaves and night dropping gently across the land like a curtain. So he responded, "Day breaks, night falls." Oh, Adoni nodded, her antlers catching the sunlight. "Balance," she said, "my dear friend. That is the heart of all things." She gave him a feather carved from wood, light as hope and strong as belief. Oh, at last, Uchechi reached the creek, where mangroves dipped their toes in the water and dragonflies danced like dreams on the breeze. From the reeds floated a raft, and on it sat Olotu the otter, quick and curious, paws always moving. "You've come really far, shell dweller," he said, his whiskers twitching. "If you solve my riddle, the rivers will speak your name." Then he goes, "I have a bed that never sleeps. I have a bank but no money. What am I?" Oh, Uche, at this point, wary but steady, laughed gently and said, "A river?" Olotu grinned, tail flicking. "Wisdom flows, so must we all." Now he handed Uchechi a polished shell, smooth and glimmering. "From my river onwards to your journey." And under the moonlight sky, Uche rejoiced as he returned home. His satchel held a cowrie, a satchel of dates, a wooden feather, and a river shell, but his heart held something even greater. As he arrived, Children gathered on mats. Oh, elders leaned closely. Drums hummed softly. Fireflies danced like tiny lanterns. Uche stood, not very tall, but shining forth. A riddle is a gift, he said. It opens minds and ties hearts together. And the people clapped, the people laughed. And then they crowned him the master of riddles. And the wind carried songs far into the night. So, my star, this is how Uche, the tortoise, became the riddle master. Not because he knew everything, but because he walked with wonder, asking questions quietly, kindly, and listening with all his heart. Now close your eyes. Let the riddle float in your dreams. And maybe, just maybe, tomorrow you will be the one to ask the world a question no one has ever heard before.